In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this hammer completely by hand. And I'm also giving it away. Alright, so this is a cupping tool or a bolster, and it primarily serves two purposes, at least to my knowledge, and this type of build. So the first and probably most obvious purpose is that it allows me to forge in the round face of the round side of the hammer, which is great, more forging, less grinding. And the second thing is that it allows me to forge on the flat side without distorting the round face of the hammer. Now, making one of these is actually a lot simpler than you might think. You just take a largish round piece of steel and forge around it, upsetting the edges. That actually creates the initial scooped or rounded shape. You then continue tweaking one side to your liking, and it's important to either ground one side flat so it sits flat against the anvil, or forge down the middle part of the one side so you get the other side flat. You can, of course, go crazy grinding this to perfection, but that's up to you. Now, there is one more thing that I want to mention before we continue, and it's really important, so listen up. It's one of the most common mistakes that I see beginners make. All right, so it's important to understand that when I do a project like this, a hammer or an axe, I don't do one thing, then the next, and then the next, and then the next until I'm finished. No, I do all of them almost like in a loop. So I drift the eye a little bit. Then I start rounding the round side of the hammer a little bit. Then I start forging the set downs a little bit. And then I start drifting again, but this time I'm drawing out the lugs a little bit. And then I basically repeat this until I'm done. It's almost like kneading a dough. You can't just push it from one side without distorting something else. You have to work it from all sides to get it to the shape you want. Seriously, this methodology and way of thinking is going to improve your forging so much. And you can apply it to almost everything. I wrote a little bit about this in my book, Beginner's Guide to Forging Axes. The link is in the description. Shameless plug. Let's forge this hammer. Alright, so I do have a little bit of a problem. You see, I want to continue drawing out the lugs of the hammer. However, the eye section and the hammer faces are now the same size, which means that if I continue forging on the eye section, it's going to distort and banana the hammer faces, which is not good. So how do we solve this? Well, I use one of these. And you can think of it as an anvil on an anvil, almost like anvilception. And it allows me to forge on a smaller face without getting another anvil. And as you can see, I can now forge on the eye section without touching the face. Problem solved. So one thing that's good to know is that hammer faces are all on a spectrum of more or less round. Now, even though we call the flat side, it's not actually flat. It's just less round than the round side. And the round side typically isn't round either, it's just more round than the flat side. Here, for example, you can see one of my favorite hammers. And this is the flat side, but as you can see, it's definitely not flat. But it is flat enough for me to forge clean lines, and that's the goal. Now, if you make the face too flat, you are going to have a bad time. Most likely, it's going to be really hard to forge with it. You're going to end up with lots of mishits and not so clean lines. So think of it this way. The flat face should be flat enough to forge nice clean lines, and the round side should be round enough to draw out or spread the material efficiently. So I'm giving this hammer away, and it would really mean a lot to me if you could go to someone who's actually in need of a new hammer. So please let me know in the comment section, and I will try to the best of my ability to pick one out that will receive this hammer. If you also want to see me make a crosspin hammer, you should check out this video next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.